Okay, so we have the blue Goblin player Ectelion at the top side against the red Mordor player showdown at the bottom side. Mordor is the favorite faction from showdown in the Rise of the Witch King. And he was even able to win a tournament, the faction champion tournament, many months ago though. But he was actually having a very unique playstyle with the Mordor faction, with the mountain troll, and he was spamming them all the time. It was back in the day, and they were quite busted, but they nerfed them quite a lot, and now it's not a good strategy anymore. Let me kill you fast, please. Oh my goodness. Slaughterhouse, slaughterhouse, slaughterhouse. It's an economical opening. And Podolski 54, my man, thank you so much for the first time subbing to the channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you for the huge spot.
Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Welcome to the Beyond Standards crew indeed. Podolski, you are either from Poland or you are actually from Germany, but you are cheering for Podolski as he was a soccer player in Germany. I'm not sure what it is, but if you're from Germany, vielen Dank. And if you're from Poland, read the message from DMAC in the chat. Why you still building in 100% in barracks outside fort? Yeah, it's like a very Rise of the Witch King heavy move to build like that. And Liti, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. I'm Turk Pro, love you and stream him and thank you so much Podolski. O zaman çok teşekkür ederim kardeşim, eyvallah. Sağ olasın. So dude, we have multi-culti stream guys. Turkish no problem, German no problem. I mean Turkish sorun değil, German kein Problem. English, no problem. Spanish, no problema. Chinese, Xin Chang Chung Chang Kung. I mean, all the languages. We are a family, you know, we are actually all humans. We should be all related to each other. So, orcs are leading forward. More orcs are coming. More orcs are coming from the double orc pit. The third orc pit is building up now for Mordor. In Romanian, I don't know Romanian, man, because Balindru is always muting his microphone when his mom is coming in, so I cannot listen to the Romanian talk, but I know Croatian. So Cave Pets is on cooldown, 450 command points available for goblins and 400 command points, and nothing picked from the spellbook just yet for the Mordor player showdown. They are actually typing quite a lot in the chat, but I'm not focusing on that one. I want to actually focus on the gameplay a little bit. So orc pits, orcs for days. Orcs are even cheaper here because only 60 in 30 command points, so they should actually be out spamming the goblins, especially early on. But that's not going to be a goblin spam strategy. It's going to be a cave troll one. Remember, you are able to recruit the cave trolls from the fissure level 1. You don't need to get it to level 2, unlike you have to in the Rise of the Witch King, which should actually give goblins quite a lot of early presence, you know? Because the main weakness of the Goblin faction in Rise of the Witch King is the fact that you need to get it to level 2 before you get a chance to recruit those mighty creatures of Middle-earth. In Romania, to hello, you say Salut, Pula. Salut, Pula. Okay, he was pricking a 3. That's very smart move from Ectelion, the troll with the blue pants. So, you know, the trolls are actually scary creatures, man. But orcs for days, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, to counter the cave troll, it's not that easy actually when you think about that. Even the pikemen like Easterlings from the Haradrim Palace will struggle. But the builder, never mind, the builder is actually beefy in this game and luring all these orcs behind his back. Like, can't touch this, did it. So we have one orc, he was badly damaged, and so far no economical damage dealt to either player, but that's about to be changed. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 of these blue pennies trolls moving on. And look at this fiesta now. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be absolutely. Oh no, boom, sun on your face. The troll is on rampage. Let's go. Don't moonwalk. Dude, they are so hard to micro from time to time, but I'm telling you, like, the amount of archers you will need to burst them down fast enough is kind of crazy and also scary. At some point you will need some, you know, Nazgûs or Mouth of Sauron to be able to eventually kill them, or you need your own trolls, or even some Easterlings to protect at least the archers by using the, you know, pikes in the front. So the slaughterhouse, you see the trolls, they are powerful against units, but they are not dealing that great amount of damage to the structures. They need to hit the slaughterhouse multiple times. The troll is running it down, actually doesn't take it at all, no damage at all, and that's going to kind of make Mordor poor.
Is over. The time of the orc has come.
The Chinese was official or under Beyond Standards license in development. It's always under my license in development, my friend. You know, there are like many jokes. I like Chinese people. Actually, one of my best friends in Germany is a Chinese guy. I like them so much. You know, they are very cool guys. But we have like a lot of jokes about their names. You know what I'm saying? Someone was like, when a Chinese baby is being born, you like, you know, like this sounds, you know, ching chang chung chung. You know, this is like hilarious. The troll, I like them so much though. They are very kind people, by the way, guys. Like, one of the kindest people I've ever met is a Chinese dude. And it's so nice, you know, when you need help in anything, even he doesn't know, like this guy would make a research to find out a way about helping you. Like, you ask him anything about a subject he doesn't have a clue about, yet then he would study, you know, he would actually teach himself and educate himself just to be able to help you out. Such a kind person. So we have multiple cave trolls now up on the field. 1 power point collected after the war chant for the Mordor players. 600 command points available for Measure of X. 550 for Ectelion. Yes, but you know, 3 cave trolls, and he's gonna spam even more of them. So now we have mountain trolls. They look like a big brother to the cave trolls. And the tunnel has been taken down. Remember, the tunnels are the squishiest buildings in compared to the slaughterhouse. They have like 1,600. A tunnel has only 1,000, so taking down the tunnels is way easier in compared to taking down the slaughterhouses from Mordor. But Mordor has kind of, you know, found a way back to the game, which is pretty nice. The builder has been slain, that's pretty nice too. And at the same time, he's pressuring from the bottom side and taking down multiple tunnels left and right and dropping the Goblin player down to 450. He's about to be command points capped, which means he won't get the chance to recruit any more units until he gets more tunnels up on the field. And once again, I believe the breaking point for this matchup might actually be a Fell Beast, like a, you know, like on the Fell Beast. The Nazgul on the Fell Beast could be a very great choice because he has nothing to counter that. I believe the Goblin archers, you will need a lot of them to be actually able to take down the Fell Beast or even the Witch King later on. But the answer for the Goblin faction to that obviously is going to be the Dragon Lord himself. I believe the Dragon Lord, just like in Rise of the Witch King, has to be the mightiest and the strongest flying hero in the entire game. Troll matchup, very true. Looks like Shanks quality stream back is on the many boys. Good evening. Hey, good evening, good watcher, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you also for your kind words. Appreciate that. So Keith Pets is available. Warchan has been used. The poison though, the poison actually. Extending the range big time, right? And also causing damage over time. However, the mountain trolls from the Mordor faction have a huge advantage, and that's the advantage, boys. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. You just eat the orc and you are good to go. That's something the cave trolls cannot do. But he has a very strong front line with 4 trolls. They have all 3s in their hands, and also the half troll pikemen are gonna be a great counter, as well as the goblin archers. So in long terms, I believe this army should be outclassing the Mordor army. Cave bats will be used to not only deny him the leadership bonuses, but also make them lose a quarter of their armor and their damage, which means the trolls will be even tankier because they will now receive 25% less damage. They need to be level 2 for a sustain though. The trolls are slapping each other. Okay, one of the trolls is gonna be eventually taken down. I mean, just kill him. That is like, this guy has like no HP. You can see it's a massive fight. Really a big massive fight. Level 4 cave troll, by the way. This one is all about to hit level 2. One of the cave trolls has been finally taken down. The other one might go down also to these trolls. They are not even able to knock him down on the ground. And yeah, you can see Measure of X is struggling a lot to actually be able to take down these cave trolls. But I believe against this strategy, the best thing you can do is to recruit the attack trolls, because they are like the daddy. They're like the Aragorn of the trolls. You know what I'm saying? They are like the king of trolls. And they also get the chance to steal.
Against the power of Mordor,
there can
be no victory.
Yeah, but they also get the chance to steal the enemy trolls with level 2. So lots of pressure during all this time. The Goblin player is untouched. He's up to 850 command points. Wildman of Dungeon will be special summon. Case OG, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Thank you, means a lot. And yeah, we have 800 command points for Mordor, but he's losing left and right the slaughterhouses. He has no backup, you know. He has no way of keeping those buildings protected. There is a lumber mill coming up for the Mordor player. Measure of X for more greater resource income. The troll is level 2. This cave troll is this drama troll is gonna have roar. What is that? Oh, that's a new icon. I've not seen this before. Leadership. Allies near drama troll gain increased armor and experience, and nearby trolls also gain armor and experience and auto heal themselves faster. So you are actually indeed able to make your trolls in BFME2 stronger. That also counts for the Gorkill the Goblin King. Once he's level 4, his leadership is also going to apply on the cave trolls nearby. So the Goblin player might go for the Gorkill the Goblin King, and that will make the nearby cave trolls stronger and more effective. Warchant, Eye and Tainted Land unlocked from the Mordor spellbook. He has 1 power point almost collected after that, and we have obviously much more power points collected for Exilion because he's the one who is putting pressure all the time and killing countless amount of orcs. In a situation like that, the best power point you could be going for as goblins is Scavenger, because the amount of units you kill is kind of insane. The amount of orcs, orc archers, and eventually even the mountain trolls and drama trolls you will end up killing all game long is so good when you go for a scavenger, you know. And Benzi, my dude, Benzi, 28 months, the longest sub on this channel. What a OG, dude. What a legend. What a legend.
Viviz Namni _Drew just resubscribed for 28 months.
You and me,
Ahoy.
baby. Relationship. You know, forever. You and me forever, Benzi. 28 months. Holy guacamole. 9 power point collected, 950 for goblins and 750 for Mordor. Like a big fight of trolls. The trolls are dying though now, slowly but surely. The level 3 incoming, but I'm afraid that the goblin player might go for Dragov, and you know, when you struggle against those cave trolls that much, imagine how you want to deal with the flying hero Dragov the Dragon Lord. Like, the answer is no, you can't. There are multiple tunnels next to the slaughterhouses from Mordor. He's expanding extremely nicely at the bottom left side. Also at the top right side at the same time. Look at that. He has 1000 command points. He will have so much income at this point. The power points are rising to the sky. The drama troll has Roar on cooldown. Look at the damage he's receiving from this half-troll pikeman. They touch him and he's gone. 1000. And 850. So Warchant Eye is available, but what's the matter? We have no units to buff them. Maybe go for elite units like Haradrim archers could be a nice choice. And these trolls, they are so expensive. They cost 1100. That's a lot of money you need to invest. I mean, some heroes are even cheaper than that. So they should better pay off, you know. But there they come. I want to, you know, they are looking badass. Look, guys, in Battle for Middle-earth 1, if the troll, any mountain troll gets level 2, he will be automatically having the same model and the same design of a unit like a attack troll from BFME2 / in Rise of the Witch King. In BFME2, however, or Rise of the Witch King, it's a very unique unit. It's a very different unit. It's the only troll with abilities, you know, which you can use other than using only a weapon like a tree or a rock or eating an orc or throwing a goblin. You are actually having an ability with this troll, and that is called Dominate Troll. Take control of target enemy troll. That means like the Worm Tongue from Saruman, or the Dominate from Saruman. Oh, but he's, look at this, man. But don't lose him. It's not worth it to lose him. He's 1100, man. That's a lot of money you need to invest. Look at him. He looks like a badass to me, man. But he might die to the half-troll pikeman. Obviously, they are the counter. Industry is going to be available now for the Mordor player. He's going to use it on the slaughterhouse behind to raise the money from 100% up to 300%. He's creeping now the goblin or the warclair right at the bottom right side. We have Shelob on the field, ladies and gentlemen. The daughter of Ungoliant, the queen of the spiders. Come on, bro, enabled. Thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Just noticed it's a best of 7 nice evening it's going to be, man. Yeah, true. Hopefully it's gonna be great games, you know. I wanna see like long games. Not all of them should be long, but some of them could be actually 35 minutes plus, so we can get the chance to see the full potential of each faction included in the 1v1. Like imagine a game in which you see multiple heroes hitting level 10 for the power spike, and then you get all the power points from the spellbook collected. Would be quite awesome. So the drama troll, I'm actually curious if the drama troll is also able to buff the attack troll itself. Look, the Mordor money though, he has nearly 3000. But I believe this goblin player should be wealthier, you know, he should have more money. 18 power points collected after the White Man of Dunlands. I mean, that's a lot of power points in the bank. I believe the best thing is the transition into something mightier and stronger. And that could be a Witch King, that could be a Fell Beast, but that could also be like Haradrim Archers, you know? Haradrim Archers with Drama Troll. And Drama Troll, I believe, is like a armor buff. Yeah, armor buff. Which means it is able to stack with something like the Eye of Sauron and the Vorcha. So that's a damage leadership, that's a high tier leadership. Long story short, you can actually make your Haradrim Archers quite strong. So Watcher has been summoned somewhere. No, it was not the Watcher, right? No, it was the Barricade. So the one mistake from the Mordor player Measure of X is the investment and the choice of his power points, because he actually likes to pick all the 5, all the 10, all the 15, or the Watcher in the meantime. That's a beautiful Watcher, the Kraken. But what I'm trying to say is, like, when you pick all the 5, all the 10, all the 15, it's going to delay your 25 big time. And sometimes it's a better choice if you just go for the 25 as soon as possible. You know, just choose 110, 150 and go for the 25 right off the bat. Because now Measure of X has to pick a 15 first before he even gets the chance to get to the 25, while the Goblin player has already summoned a 15. Look, Shelob is actually taking a bath. But what I'm trying to say is, like, you know, obviously, like 16 power points later. Hey, Raid! Thank you so much, Raid. For second month already, man. Thank you. For the huge support. TTC is also here. TTC, welcome, bro.
Nick
How you doing?
Raid just resubscribed for 2 months. Ahoy.
Thank you, Raid, appreciate that. Benzi, Podolski, guys, thank you so much for the huge spot. If a Fell Beast on the field, Screech is going to be used. But the Fell Beast, unlike the Fell Beast in Rise of the Witch King, cannot get dismounted. This one is forced to be on the Fell Beast. There are Nazguls, by the way. You can recruit them on foot or on horse, but this is a Fell Beast exclusively. Oh my, what a fiesta. Oh boy. Mordor is falling apart. Looks like goblins are actually cheating on Sauron. I'm doing also fine, man. Thank you for asking. We are continuing with the 1v1 tournament for 100 bucks between Measure of X and Ectelion in the quarterfinals in the best of 7. That's the first game turned into a clown fiesta. I like that. I'm a big fan of fiesta. We have seen lots of troll action. Everybody is trolling this game. Dominate troll. It's under control from, yeah, look, Measure of X was able to steal the troll, but there is just too much happening, you know what I'm saying? What is the cooldown of that? I don't know. That's what I'm saying, you know, like that would be a nice feature if you actually add cooldowns into the abilities or into the power points. You know, you can, this way you can see the duration, how long you need to wait for before you can use it again. Like, more informations are always great. 1000 command points now for a really long time for Ectelion, and 21 power point. He's 4 power points away only, and Mordor is dropping down to 450 command points only. He's like still 2 power points away from his 15, sorry. And I believe the poison stinger in this case, this one, can also be used on flyers. I'm not sure. We will see about that. The Fell Beast. Look, what is this? The build is playing with the 2 trolls. You know, can't touch this. Boom. Is he gonna get away? No, Yabba Dabba Doo, not the builder. Oh no. Builder has been slain. Looks like he has actually captured this one for the Haradrim Lancers. Remember, they are only existing in the inn as Mordor, so you cannot recruit them from the Haradrim Palace. Unlike you can do that, obviously, in Rise of the Witch King. Okay, the Shelob should be fine, I believe, right? Because she's beefy. She has like almost 4k health. Oh, the barrage now for Mordor. Barrage here could be nice. But it's using it. What? Why would you use it here? I mean, okay, could be worse, I guess. He killed lots of spider riders, but I believe here it's better. So when it comes to use barrage to trample, you know, Haradrim Lancer. What do you mean? Haradrim Cavalry. Oh, these are Haradrim. These are Haradrim Lancers. What? For me, Lancers are like riders or not? They are like Haradrim Spearmen. Okay, I thought they are gonna be like Haradrim Lancers, you know, like on horse, you know what I'm saying? My bad. But what I'm trying to say with the barrage is it's better when you force a fight here. So if he's trying to defend with his units, then you can use barrage on the units and also on the buildings at the same time. That could be like the best situation ever. Then you can also deal a lot of damage, eventually take down the Goblin Cave level 1 and so on. Because now he has multiple level 3 tunnels, and that is gonna give him endless amount of supply and money. But Mordor was kind of getting back into the game, building now multiple laundry mills for additional resource income, and also slaughterhouse with industry is gonna be quite helpful, obviously. Troll cage has been demolished before from the opponent, so he needs to replace it, which obviously is quite painful because you know, to get it to level 3 you need to invest lots of money and time, and I believe he has only one single attack troll left on the field, right? Yeah, he has only one single attack troll, that's it. Hey, Gaindalf and Nirkom, thanks for tuning in, guys. Light units to harass. I mean, you need to also understand that BFME2 Mordor has the chance to recruit 3 quite cost-efficient Nazguls on horse. They are quite very strong actually. With level 2 they have a strong debuff. They can be used for harassment. But they made it like in the films, you know what I'm saying? Like that's more like in the films. In the films, Mordor didn't have Haradrim lancers, you know. It was not existing. You had Easterlings, yeah, I've seen them in the films. You had also this Haradrim spear or archers, I can understand that. But Haradrim lancers is just not lore friendly. Doesn't make any sense. This is more like in the films. You have like the mounted Nazguls, then you have also the Witch King and the Felbeast on their Felbeast. Hey Yakonich, welcome dudes, thanks for tuning in. Goblins, yeah, they have Balrog by now, you're right, Grey. You're absolutely right, they have Balrog summon available. We have a decent amount of Goblin and Spider Riders, half to a pikeman at the bottom left side. The Nazgul is doing a phenomenal job, almost level 5, that's good. And the Balrog. Where did he summon it? What? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, he summoned it here. He used Tainted Land to get the vision, and there comes the Balrog, the demon from the ancient world. What is he gonna do? What are you gonna do? Balrog. That will do it. Breath fire. Oh, that was not the best breath fire in the universe, let me tell you that much. He actually did only hit the fortress, and the fortress is the only thing you should not be trying to hit, because it deals almost no damage to it. Looks like you want to commit on the fortress, which is gonna be potentially possible, but it will just take you lots of time. I mean, orcs are okay, you know, because the thing is, you can see orcs, they cost only 30 command points. So in order to be able to fill your command points with orcs, you will need to have thousands of orcs. Orcs are no problem. They will at least keep the opponent player busy, but the problem is the Mordor player has no units on the field other than orcs. Orcs should be like a distraction, you know. Phew! The fire whip. The commitment on the fortress, I believe that might be it. Mordor is and there is a mountain giant. Okay, that makes much more sense. And GG, well played is gonna be called. Measure of X has been defeated in the Mordor against Goblin matchup in the game number 1, but it's okay because it's a best of 7. It means he has the chance to actually easily turn this game around, turn the series around, and move on to the semi-finals. So we have the blue Dwarven player Actelion at the bottom side against the Mordor player Measure of X at the top side or right side. In Erech, this is the Erech stone, you know, the stone which is famous. There was, I believe, the place in which the leader of the Oathbreakers was actually swearing allegiance to Aragorn, Isildur's heir, like a truck. And what is the plan? So we will have 2 mineshafts coming up, potentially into a potential 3rd mineshaft being built offensively. It's a very snowbally faction, the Dwarven faction, and Gollum definitely exists on this map. And once again, Gollum is just like a very strange creature in BFME2 with 12,000 HP. So Gollum is tankier than a fortress. There is Gollum. Look at them, boys, 12,000 HP. He looks like a little sneaky little, you know, looking for fishes. And when you kill him, he will drop the 1 rank. And if you get the 1 rank, depending on your faction, if you are good or evil, you will get the chance to recruit the Valars. And Gulliver for the 4th month. Appreciate that, Gulliver. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support.
Just resubscribed for 4 months. Ahoy.
Ahoy, my friend. Thank you for the huge support to the channel. For 4 months now. Means a lot. So Hall of Warriors into the Phalanxes, into the pikemen. Shanks, will you stream anytime being drunk to see how it is? With all the jokes you have, sure you would hit like a truck. But I'm not drunk. I never get drunk. Because I'm not drinking that much alcohol. You know, maybe there is like 2 times in a year in which I drink alcohol, and that's like 2 beers. And that's it, you know. When I was younger, I had alcohol problems. Not problems, but I was actually drinking a lot during the weekend, and it was changing me as a person. Like, I don't know if you guys heard about the effect, but sometimes some people drink alcohol, they become more funny. Some people more emotional. Some people are more aggressive. And for me, it was emotional. Guys, when I was drinking, I was crying like a baby. Like, about anything which is not good in my life, you know? It was making me desperate back in the day when I was like 17, 18, 19 years old. And when I was 20 years old, over 10 years now, I told myself, after a really rough weekend, when I woke up the other day, I said, I will never drink again. And since then, you know, sometimes I'm drinking from time to time when there is a birthday or a New Year's Eve, but not much. Not until I get drunk, you know? So, you know, I'm a person, there are people, they need to drink something to have fun. But I'm not like that kind of person. I can go to a club, every friend of mine can be drunk, I can be not drunk, and I can still have as much fun as they have. Without spending $1, by the way. That's pretty nice. So he was creeping the Goblin, the Spider layer with the Guardians. They are almost level 2. We have Phalanxes now with the Rallying Call buff. It looks like the Slaughterhouse is going to be committed on. It will be potentially taken down. Eye of Sauron is available now for Mordor. He has 3 Orc Pits up on the field. And Randy God for the first time subbing to the channel as well. Randy God, you are a Randy God indeed, my dude. Thank you so much.
Randy got just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Thank you for the huge support to the channel. Appreciate that, guys. You guys going crazy today, huh? Ents are going to war. It is likely that we go to our doom. It's the last march of the Ents. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. So the pikes are creeping the Warclare. The Mineshaft is gonna be potentially protected. Remember, it's the tankiest resource building in the game. Hello, my friend. The Forge Works is coming up now for potential battle wagons. 450 for Mordor and 450 for Dwarves, but Dwarves have the momentum. They have the advantage. Why? Because they are creeping offensively. They have a Mineshaft here, which is gonna create lots of pressure on the Mordor player. Oh, but the money. Hey. Do it, steal it. Oh, he actually got one part of the money, and so unlucky that he got the money with the least amount of money. The treasure, you know? Because they are dropping random numbers from 95, 90 up to 120, and he got Ectelion got everything above 100, and Mission of X got only one for 97. I mean, it's not a big deal, 10 gold less or more, but it's still, you know, never lucky. Level 2 is incoming for 300. That will give you the chance to recruit the battle wagons and also speed up the production building by 10%. It means they will come out 10% faster. Aradrin Palace finally coming up for a counter potentially to the battle wagons, because right now as we are talking there is nothing that can deal with the mighty battle cruisers. The Rallying Call is going to be available for the next big push, and the Mineshaft is still remaining on the field, and that's very well executed from Dwarves, and that's how you're supposed to play that. So it's a very snowbally faction. You want to expand offensively and build multiple Mineshafts that just in case one of them might be taken down, you have another one behind that, another one behind that. And then you can always use them to teleport your units from one location to the other location in a second. That kind of eliminates the weakness of the Dwarven units, which is the lack of mobility. Big fight, but you can see quality goes over quantity. So there is no chance Mordor can fight that. I mean, I'm the same as you. I stopped drink until fall over. Now I drink only sometimes 1-2 drinks or more, maybe in a party or something. Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, I know that. I mean, drinking is fine, but it's not. Nobody can tell me that it's very fun when you get absolutely drunk that you don't even know what happened the other day. You know, it was the situation for me. I couldn't remember what happened yesterday, and I had like big beef with my parents. You know, when I was younger, they were flaming me all the time. They're like, "What's wrong with you, kid?" I mean, I was not a kid, I was like 17, 18 years old, 19, but they were flaming me. We had like lots of discussions, interventions at home. It was not a fun time. The worst thing that can happen to you is if you are living in a house and the persons who you're living with are having beef with you every single day. That was the case for me. It was not fun, you know. The battle wagon getting in safety. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I would like to stop really is smoking, because I'm smoking cigarettes and that's very unhealthy. I tried to stop multiple times, but then I'm kind of being weak and then just start again, you know. That's the only thing really. Beautiful, but oh my goodness, what a juicy, beautiful trample. Level 4 battle wagons. Oh, but the battle wagon has been slain actually to the towers. But look at the pressure, you know. He has so many orc archers, but they need ages to kill this front line. And you see that? Well, that's what I'm talking about. You see that mineshaft here, behind here. He's building now a well for the sustain. He has a well for the sustain here. So there is so much pressure on the Mordor player that he cannot leave his own side. And during all this time, the Dwarven player Ectelion can keep doing the same thing. Instead of smoking, better play BFME1. Dude, I'm already playing BFME1. The amount of time I'm spending into battle for Middle-earth, generally, I think I'm spending more time in battle for Middle-earth than anybody else. Maybe not showdown because he's like 10 hours a day. But almost, you know. We had done the patch, the launcher. I mean, I was not doing this launcher or the coding myself, but it's a lot of time I'm investing. Lord Morpho, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the first time subbing with the primers to the channel. Means a lot, man. Thank you for the huge support to the channel.
Lord_Mofo just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards.
Welcome to Beyond Standards crew. Thanks for the sub. Really means a lot. But look at that campy situation. He cannot leave his own side. The Nazgul is doing a good job though. He has no pikemen around this side. That's pretty good. You need to kill the well for the sustain, so the Dwarven units cannot sustain up anymore. So then don't complain. I'm not complaining about it. No. I'm happy. I like BFME games. They're my favorite games of all time. But I'm kind of sad that there are not many more players, because Battle for Middle-earth really deserves lots of love. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, boys, I have big dreams, guys. Like imagine, oh, the Hobbit song. I hear the Hobbit song. It's a Hobbit summon. Imagine, you know, you see the stage games, right? In StarCraft or Age of Empires tournaments or even League of Legends tournaments with like $100,000s of dollar cash prize. There is like a huge organization, a company behind this project. And like broadcasted everywhere on the world in multiple languages. That's the dream from me in Battle for Middle-earth games, and hopefully very soon. And that's a plan. I mean, I cannot tell if it's gonna happen, but I want it to happen. I want to have a website for Battle for Middle-earth games, all of them, BFME 1, 2 and Rise of the Witch King. In which
I have failed you.
Gandalf, you have failed him, yeah. In which you are able to use it like a quick match system. Basically, you click on one button, find a match, and it will match you automatically with somebody who's already looking for a game. So you can get into the game without having to wait in a game ranger lobby. And it will be also a rank system, like an elo system, which records your win-lose ratio, and depending on the skill level of the players you are playing against, you will get a higher rank or a lower rank. And that's the dream of me. A proper website, not like a plat website, you know, in which you have to do like 100 things manually. Everything should be automatically. And I'm also ready to fund this, you know. I'm ready to actually invest all the money and tools into making this possible. That's my dream. Oh, the Nazgul. Oh, the battle wagon almost level 5. Don't lose him, please. Don't lose him. Need to talk to some web developers. I was talking to D-Make because he had a friend. He has a friend, but the friend from him who is a web designer is unfortunately having some health problems, and so he won't be there for quite soon time, you know, not very soon at least. So we need to find somebody else. 700 command points for dwarves and 625 for Mordor. Looks like he's creeping the troll here, but Mordor might be actually able to interrupt that, right? Yeah, he's gonna be able to eventually steal the creep. That's going to be pretty nice for Mordor player to get this money And also the power points, the Mancher is going to be taken down. That's good. The battle wagon is coming in clutch with level 7 battle wagon. That's also something we don't see every single day. How many hours a day you spend a day with BFME? It's hard to say a day. Like, it's not like a job, you know. It's not like I am forced to be 8 hours a day for BFME. It's something I love to do, you know. But it's, you know, most people are like, when I'm not streaming or when I'm not making up any videos of YouTube on YouTube, they are always thinking I'm taking a break. No. They are never taking a break. I mean, since 3 years, I've been doing everyday BFME stuff. Maybe some days less, maybe some days more, but always something like a, for example, having ideas for the campaign. Balindru is asking me, because Balindru is making out a new campaign for Battle for Middle-earth 1. You want to make it more challenging without only just increasing the armor and the damage and the size of units. You want to make more new scripts. Then he's actually having ideas. He's asking me and I'm sharing my ideas with him. So we are trying to find something which is going to be quite cool and unique and great. So the campaign is going to be a full different experience, hopefully very, very soon for you guys. And I will be happily playing the campaign once again after many years.
That's it. I'm hurt.
Oh, Gloin against a Nazgul. Who will win? You guys will I think the Gloin is gonna crush him. Oh my, Gloin, not even close. Gloin is a madman. Gloin is a Nazgul Slayer. Level almost 6. That's what we are talking about. 975 for dwarves, man. That's a lot of power points. He's gonna miss the arrow volley too from the spellbook. That's painful. Sounds like you also need someone to automate the BFME installation. I mean, the BFME 1 installation is kinda already like that with the new launcher. But I mean, what I have in my mind is some kind of advanced stuff. So imagine a website which is called Battle for Middle-earth New Era or something, you know. You go on this website, it will give you the chance to click on one icon, BFME icon, 2 icon, 3 Rise of the Witch King icon, and it will automatically install everything you need into your game, into your, you know, PC. So you just click on one single button and everything will be set up. And then you have like a quick match system, like a ladder, you know, with like automated stuff. I mean, I know this is like really hardcore development for the website, but it's possible. I can tell you that much. I mean, obviously I cannot go to a website company and ask him to do that. It needs to be some sort of people, like 2-3 people who are also willing to invest that much time into that without charging me tens of $1,000s. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure we can find people like that. Imagine BFME 1 reforged. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe what I am seeing, maybe it's gonna be even faster than BFME reforged. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Because one thing is for sure, BFME reforged is far from being finished too. Unfortunately. 15 power points collected almost for dwarves. He has like this level 10 battle wagon, boys. That's crazy. I have 3 good friends from high school with whom I used to play BFME. Thanks to your launcher, we will be able to play it again. Speaking after 60, hey man, I'm so happy to hear that, dude. I'm really happy to hear that. And you know, today a German streamer was actually playing for 800 viewers on Twitch. Like many people are still interested. I was in the chat, I was reading the chat, and they were like, how can I play this game? How can I do this? How can I do this? So hopefully we will get more players, because that's what we need the most. We will need more players in these games. That's what is the most important. Nothing else. Trust me. You guys are the most important value for the Battle for Middle-earth games. The more players are gonna be attracted. So if you play with your friends and then you are open for new friendships, so you are opening a lobby, you are trying to play 3 of you against 3 other people, then you get to know each other, you keep playing team games, 1v1s, 2v2s, just for fun. Imagine how crazy that would be. Imagine a game ranger with like 100 rooms of Battle for Middle-earth 1, 2 and Rise of the Witch King. Everybody is kind, everybody is nice, everybody is looking for some games, and you are able to find games in any skill level. That would be the dream, and that's only possible if you get more players. Nazgul almost level 6. 11 power points collected, 500 command points only for Mordor, and we have 925 and 4 power points after the Undermine. So Undermine is a 15 power point from the spellbook. I play FIFA a lot of time, and I know when EA see that, BFME get greater, they call lawyers of the world and will crash you. I mean, they can crash me, what can I say? At the end of the day, if they actually invest a lot of money and time to make a battle for Middle-earth 3, I'm happy. That's what is the best case scenario. Imagine BFME realizing, holy guacamole guys, there is still a BFME community, there are still so many people interested in Battle for Middle-earth games, so we might actually need to make a Battle for Middle-earth 3. Imagine you are bringing with me together this opinion like a inception, you know what I'm saying? So you put this idea in their head, and all of a sudden they start developing Battle for Middle-earth 3, official game from EA Games or any other company. How dope would that be?
I, King Dane, will lead you.
Oh, we have King Dane on the field, boys. The Corsairs are throwing fire on the Hall of Warriors.
Fear the sight of our beams.
Nah, I mean, most of them are nice, gentlemen. Most of them are nice.
Cannot be ignored. We'll clean a cat later.
Beautiful trample. Level almost 2 King Dane already. There is a catapult. And catapults in BFME2 are also able to level up, by the way, from level 1 all the way up to level 10.
We'll clean a cat later.
The Mindshot is going down slowly but surely. He has not used the Undermine yet. What might eventually happen is like a sneaky attack with the Siege Hammers. I would love to see that. Like Siege Hammers, if you don't know, is able to boost the damage from the Guardians big time against structures exclusively. With them you get the chance to, oh, but he has also the Grand eventually. I mean, I wish Mordor had money at this point, you know what I'm saying? Imagine if you have money, you get for a level 3 for 500 only, but then you get the chance to recruit Grand. And the thing is, Grand only costs you 40 command points, and this thing is unkillable. Like, there is nothing that can burst it down, I believe. I mean, last time we have seen it, also in the tournament, it was kind of funny because the thing is, not only is it effective against buildings, no, it's also able to trample down enemy units. So barrage is going to be unlocked now. He might be using it defensively here. Use it. And barrage. Where is it? He's using it now with a delay. The hobbits from the Shire are going to get fired, literally. Lots of damage dealt. The battle wagons are still remaining on the field. There is like a pikeman. I didn't even see it. Nazgul was running it down. I believe the Nazgul was getting one-shotted. There is a catapult from dwarves, and I believe the Oryx are not going to be able to take it down in time. Level 10 battle wagons, and the fortress is getting crashed in the meantime. What is crashing the fortress? Oh, it's Gloryfindel hiding behind the fortress. Look, his auto attacks. You see that? He's chunking it with every single hit. So much damage. That's crazy. Look at that. Boom. And when you kill the fortress, you will get so much experience for the units and heroes. He got almost a full level. GG is gonna be called from Measure of X, and dwarves are victorious against Mordor, and the second victory for Ectelion. He's only 2 wins away from getting into the semi-finals in the Wormtongue tournament. So we have the red Isengard player Measure of X at the bottom side against the blue Elven player Ectelion at the top side. Have fun, Bambi. That's very sportsmanship behavior, and that's what I like to see. Tell me, where is Gandalf? For I much desire to speak with him. Dude, all these scenes in the films, the way they were talking, the way they were actually handling the situation, you know, imagine a film trilogy in which every single scene was MVP, you know what I'm saying? And you put them all together and a legend is born. That's the legend of the Middle-earth. We have a 4 Malon 3 opening for the Elven player. It's an economical start. On the other side, we see 2 furnaces, Uruk Pit, in the 3rd furnace at the same time for the Isengard player Measure of X. It's 2-0 already? Yes. We have actually saw the 2 games yesterday, but we couldn't get it done because of the technical difficulties, so we actually, you know, continue with the tournament. So, I mean, these 2 games were played yesterday, not today. Cyber Soul Beastie! Hey man, thank you so much for tuning in, Cyber Soul Beastie. Always nice to see you in the chat. Thank you so much. Also, great evening to you, my friend. Hey, Samcast, welcome. So we have Uruk-hai, ladies and gentlemen. As Gimli would like to see, these are Uruk-hai. Their armor is thick and their shields broad. Farsight has been used. Farsight gives you vision, And Isengard player picking up the war chant from the spellbook, which is less good in this game. It will give you only 40% damage, 50% experience, and 10% more movement speed. However, it doesn't provide you with armor, which makes this ability way worse than it is actually in Battle for Middle-earth 1 or in Rise of the Witch King. So that's why you will see lots of people picking actually debuffs or the scouting abilities like Farsight, Vision of Palantir, Creeping, Tainted Land, Human Wood over the buffs, because the buffs are not that good. They are still great, don't get me wrong, but they are definitely not always the best choice. What news on the Amazon Prime show? No news yet. I mean, there is no official trailer. There is nothing like that. There are many speculations about what it's gonna happen. We know the age of the timeline, but we don't have a lot of information. I mean, we have like basic information about the actors who's gonna play in the series. No famous one, to be honest with you, at least nobody I know. But other than that, nothing officially released. So Uruks, they won't be able to deal any kind of damage because archers are actually slaughtering them. I mean, the amount of damage they receive from the Lorien archers is kinda crazy. More Uruks are arriving in the meantime. We have double Uruk pit, and you know, Shadowfax is a player who likes to spam a lot, which is not always a good thing, if I gotta be real with you guys. I personally prefer early transition into something stronger. Eventually, when you play against elves, elves will spam lots of Lorien archers on you. So maybe the best counter to this play style is actually when you go for the Warg Riders. For that reason, you would need the Warg pit and not a second Uruk pit. And you can see, regardless where he's going, there is always a defense. And the problem is for Shadowfax that the Lorien archers, as you can see, I mean, you cannot see them in the minimap, right? Because they are able to get stealthed around the trees. And if you don't pay attention, you will run into them and they will kill you in a couple of seconds. Okay, finally the Warg pit is coming up, and that's a situation I don't really like to see a lot. And there comes the final alert. Georgie, once again, thanks for first time subbing to the channel, means a lot to me. Thank you. So this is a situation I don't really like a lot for Shadowfax, and you might be asking yourself, but why? The reason is simple. He has only 500 command points, but yet he has 3 different production buildings, and that means the amount of money he will get in, you know, from this 500 command points and the furnaces is going to be way less than the money he would need in order to be able to keep all these production buildings active at the same time. So you cannot make Uruk, Warg Rider, and maintain the money income to be able to expand at the same time. That's not possible. So ideally you want to build more resource buildings. This way you can make sure that you have enough money to keep making units, but also to be able to keep expanding at the same time. This Malone tree in the front is going to be definitely taken down. It's good. We have a lot of archers on the field from the Elven player. I mean, the only good situation for Shadowfax is that he has nothing to fear about any counter attack, because Lorien archers, they won't deal any damage to the furnaces, they won't deal any damage to the Uruk pit, they won't do anything but defend. So you can see even with the war chant, and that's what I was talking about, because the war chant doesn't give you any armor, you will be slaughtered. And the first hero of the game number 3 is going to be Gloryfindel, who is a very powerful hero, yet we don't get the chance to see him very often. He's gonna be a great hero to counter the Warg Riders. Type /rate. What? Finally made it to one of your streams. Hey Chu, welcome. Nice to see you in the chat. The Warg pit, the furnace has been taken down. 450 command points available for Isengard and 500 command points available for Elven player Actelion. He gets dismounted with Gloryfindel. The furnaces are extremely squishy, and look at the damage what is this damage, dude? How is this fair? What is this damage? And boom, he's gonna be almost level 3. Level 3 unlocks the Blade of Purity, which will grant him for 10 seconds invulnerability. It means he's like a unkillable demon at this point. While he's also gonna deal 50% more damage, so very effective. And hitting like a truck, by the way, like that's the definition of hitting like a truck. Every auto attack from him is chunking the furnace big time, and he's a very beefy hero at the same time, right? The only thing is that you cannot use Blade of Purity when you are mounted. It looks like the builder is gonna be taken down. It's a huge Elven army. He has also one pikeman to keep the archers protected. There is some counter pressure going on with the Warg Riders, but they need to bail, they need to go back. They need to do something about this situation as soon as possible. Heal will be used from the Elven player to keep the units healthy. Isengard has to try to kill the pikemen before the Wark Riders coming. If the pikemen are gonna be gone, the Wark Riders can clean this up, no problemo. The archers are extremely vulnerable against the Wark Riders, but Ictelion was able to keep some of them alive. That's very important. Oh, don't run into them. Okay, he was losing a couple of these. Try to micro. Micro is the key to victory here. Beautiful. He was able to get into the backline indeed. And look at the slaughtering. That's what I'm talking about. Raima VR. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Gloryfindel might be in trouble. Even though I think he's fine. He can always get mounted and get away. He has also Blade of Purity, which again will make him invincible for 10 seconds. He might use it here. He has to use it eventually. Look at the positioning. You see how smart this is from Ictelion. He knows the outnumbered advantage doesn't matter anything. He's gonna focus down the Warp Pit. With Blade of Purity, he will be dealing 50% more damage. And once again, he doesn't take any damage in return. And that's a production building. After slaying like many... He might die. He might die eventually. He needs to get mounted and get out. Warp Riders might be able to finish him off. There is no backup. And if he doesn't get mounted now, he will be definitely going down. He's trying to get mounted. Can he get away? Can he get away? Can he get away? That's gonna be close. And the answer is no. And Gloryfindel has been taken down. But it's okay. I think he did more than enough. He dealt a lot of damage. He destroyed multiple furnaces. He was taking the Warp Pit down as well. That's a lot of damage. One single hero was able to deal. We have now the Eagle Nest. And that's gonna give Elven player Ictelion the chance to recruit the Giant Eagle for 1200 resources. He's already on his way. And let me tell you that much. There is nothing at this point for Isengard that can deal with the Giant Eagle. And the Eagle will shut down the Wark Riders completely. And will make sure that your Malone trees are gonna be protected for the most of the time. Thanks for the raid, Potato. Appreciate that. So the wall is coming up for the sustain. That's good. The Malone tree here at the bottom left side has been taken down. Elven player has still 550 command points in total, and Isengard player is down to 500 command points only, but it's fine. Maybe you will need now some not extroverts, but some more crossbow. And be careful with the Wark Riders. I think that has to be the most annoying thing about the Elven faction. You know what I'm saying? That they are able to get invisible around the trees. That makes the Elven faction, especially in a map with lots of trees, kinda super annoying to deal with. So creeping is gonna be secured. That's good. Isengard will need a lot of money, and there comes the Eagle. The Eagle, however, in BFME2 has no abilities, right? So no wing blast, nothing like that, unlike in Rise of the Witch King. But it's a flying hero, which is always nice to have under your control, because there are only few units that can deal with him. He's creeping at the very same time also the trolley at the bottom left side. That's pretty nice. Also dealing lots of damage to the furnace. Look at that. 2 hits, 3 hits, and it's gone. 5 power points collected after the war chant in the creeping. He has now the chance to either go for the Vision of Palantir or save up for a 10 power point summon, which can be Devastation, which can be Wildman of Dunland summon eventually. But once again, the main issue is this Eagle, and that is Lourdes now. How much damage will Lourdes deal to him? The answer is not at all. Like, he doesn't deal it. Look at this. And Lourdes is being disabled. You know what I'm saying? He cannot move. And the Eagle is actually dealing a lot of damage to Lourdes. What is this damage? I mean, not only the damage, but the fact that Lourdes can legit do nothing against the Eagle. Watch this. He's being knocked down on the ground every single time. Beautiful attack from the Eagle. Okay. Crossbowmen are gonna be slaughtered as well. What is this, man? I mean, he's receiving some sort of damage from the crossbowman. He might be forced to disengage. That's a huge Elven army once again, but only with one single pikeman. And the same situation might happen in which Isengard manages to kill the pikeman, and the Wark Riders can clean up the remaining archers from the army. Some sort of counter pressure, but that's what I was talking about. The Eagle can always be used for defensive purposes, making sure to protect your Malone trees against the Uruks and pikemen and Wark Riders. That's a huge but clumped Elven army. That means if Lourdes gets the chance to get level 2 for the Carnage, which by the way will also give him splash damage. Splash damage means you will get the chance to hit multiple units at the same time. And you dive into the army and you swing your sword one single time and you are able to kill like 10 units at the very same time. We might get the chance to see some Corsairs. Total Enigma, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. What game version is that? That's Battle for Middle-earth 2 on the patch 1.09 version 2.0. It's a community patch which was made from players for the players. Creepbane is available, and look at that. I mean, the problem is Lords is dealing no damage to the Giant Eagle. That's a big problem. There is a Malone 3 level 2. If he can take it down, it's gonna be nice. Can he do it? The archers, the Mirkwoods now, the elite archers from the Elven faction player Ectelion. They need to reposition. You can also use the bombard every single time, but looks like he doesn't want to use it. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. If you lose that, you will lose in total 100 command points, and it's gone. One second, let me make the music a little bit more quiet so we can hear the game sound a bit better. That's a huge Elven army in the middle of the map. One of the archers is even level 5. Maybe Saruman can save the day. He has almost 10 power points collected. In the meantime, the Elven player has 600 command points available. He was actually going for the human wood, or Elven wood rather, which cannot be covered from any other land. And it will grant you 35% increased armor, and 25% increased damage, and 25% increased combat experience. Actually, that's pretty nice. Enemy cavalry declaration rate is raised by 250%. So it has actually multiple effects, but it will also cost you 10 power points. So let's see how effective this is going to be. 6 power points collected after the Elven wood already, and we have almost 10. So we can see and tell that Elven player is definitely ahead in both terms, command points and also power points. Elven player is capturing now this inn for himself, which is gonna give him the chance and the opportunity to recruit some peasants. Corsairs, they are quite expensive. They cost 400 each. The battle tower is coming up in the middle of the map. Archers are disengaging. The Malone 3 in the front has been taken down. Isengard is going for a counter-attack. Where is the Giant Eagle at? That is the Giant Eagle at. And this is the animation of the Elven wood. Do you see this, guys? I mean, the Battle for Middle-earth 2 on this patch 1.09 version 2.0 has crazy animations. The best looking Battle for Middle-earth game by far. 750 command points, and look his money. Like, he has over 2,000 now. He might get the chance to go for Legolas or even Thranduil. I would love to see Thranduil, because Legolas, we have seen him already many times, but Thranduil not a single time. I mean, we have seen him also in Battle for Middle-earth 2. He's able to get mounted as well. 11 power points collected after the Elven wood. We have Isengard going for the industry and using it on the furnace behind his fortress for greater resource income. How often are the tournaments, and can you participate even though you are a relative new player? Yes. Any skill level player is more than welcome to participate, and there is no schedule about them, so it's hard to say this is the period of time in which you can expect more and more tournaments. It's about you know, sometimes I do have more time than I'm hosting more tournaments. Sometimes I have less time and I'm hosting less tournaments. But, you know, in the following weeks and months, I'm definitely planning to host more tournaments. So the only way and the easiest way to be up to date about them is to join the Discord. That's going to be the place we are using to announce those events, and also the place you need to use to be able to sign up and participate. Lourdes is only level 2. The battle tower is going to be slowly but surely taken down from the pikemen. He has 3 pikemen now. The Malone 3 is going, the lumber mill is going down as well. Isengard has to keep this one protected. The Eagle in the meantime is doing a phenomenal job for the map control. The level 3 furnace is going to be his next target. It's shooting, but it's not dealing too much damage to the Eagle. And losing the level 3 furnace is going to make him lose in total 175 command points. That will hurt a lot. So what is the plan from Isengard? How do you want to deal with this situation? He has a ballista expansion around the fortress. The towers are going down one by one. 2 power end moods. Eventually there comes the end and tribute. So the last march of the ends is going to begin very soon. Oh my goodness, my man. Tufan's 1907 is back on the menu, boys. And he is immediately gifting a sub to Smartyom. Hey man, Tufan, thank you so much for the huge support. In total, 32 subs given already.
We can hide there.
Oh, and you are a Fenerbahce fan? I mean, dude. It's like a brother from another mother. Thank you so much for the huge support. Means a lot to me. And another one to Lunas this time. And Mino211, thank you so much for tuning in. Your first message in the chat. Always nice to see new faces. And hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. So if you're wondering what is happening right now, we have a tournament going on for BFME2 Battle for Middle-earth 2. This is the quarterfinals between Ectelion and his opponent Shadowfax. What are the abilities from Treebeard? I can show you. I mean, he has no abilities, right? He has only all units to... I mean, you can eventually mount like hobbits on him, I guess. And he has leadership for 25% more damage, 10% more movement speed, 20% range, and 25% increased experience for the nearby and allies. Okay, the eagle. Like, look at this. The monsters, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the eagle! But 3-bit. Oh, trample him there. The problem is when you have no fire, this 3-bit is gonna receive almost no damage from the archers, right? So you only need either pikemen or fire arrow upgraded crossbowmen. The eagle might come again. The problem is if the crossbowmen stop, they will be trampled. If they don't stop, Lourdes might be getting killed from the eagle. Lourdes actually is kind of hunting down Treebeard. Look him, guys. Okay, the shot from the ballista. What a fiesta game already. Hey, Retard, welcome. Oh wow, I have a badge now. Damn, son. Hey, damn, son. Where did you find these? 4 power points collected in Fena, my friends. Fenerbahce fan, 2 fans, 1907. What a legend. What a legend. Lourdes might be in trouble. Kribin is avoidable. Lots of crossbowmen on the field to scare the eagle off. Oh, that's a cloud break. That's a stun. That's a fiesta. Boom! Nice clumping, and the eagle is destroying Isengard forces. Do you remember those old missions in the Battle for Middle-earth campaign? If you play the good campaign, and there are like missions with Elma. And the second you load into the game, it will tell you destroy all Isengard forces. And I believe that's like the same situation. But this time for the Elven faction. The Treebeard is still quite healthy. It's a huge Elven army. And that's a little demonstration about what could happen if Elven faction in the films would decide to actually march out against the Isengard player, against the Isengard faction, against Saruman. And I hope you enjoy torturing me. I mean, what a artist spam, you know what I'm saying? The eagle is flying around. Nice micro with the eagle all game long. He was keeping him alive. And now we have Lorien warriors with the Elven armor and the human wood, the Elven wood shining bright like a diamond. And there comes the announcement or the alert. I don't know what's happening with the alerts today. They are coming a little bit delayed for that. Sorry for that, guys. And once again, 2 fans, 1907. For the gift, it's up to Lunas Molek. We have the red Elven player, Shadowfax at the bottom side, against the blue Dwarven player, Ectelion at the top side. Yes, and I need to add to, you know, obviously, Shadowfax is normally not playing Battle for Middle-earth 2 actively. He actually is playing almost exclusively Rise of the Witch King. Unlike Ectelion, who is always playing Battle for Middle-earth 2. So obviously, that's the main reason why Ectelion is the one who is obviously the favorite in this series, right? 2 mineshafts coming up for dwarves and 2 Malone trees coming up for elves. And you can see the placement of the Malone trees. It's like very Rise of the Witch King style. You want to make sure that he has the most value from the resource income, but that's not the way you want to play that in Battle for Middle-earth 2, in which the resource buildings are actually quite vulnerable early on. They have only 1000 health. So keeping them protected is extremely hard. That's why the placement has to be around the fortress, or close to the fortress actually. This way the fortress can defend. So 2 Malone trees, barracks, and 3rd Malone tree. That's the build order. We see 4 mineshafts opening. Now this start actually might lead Ectelion to recruit Gloryfindel, the daddy of Gimli. And what is that? Hall of Warriors. Okay, never mind. I take it back. It's economical opening. We will have Lorien Archer start from the Elven player. So he's going to play a bit more defensively. That's good. I mean, Ectelion doesn't know the matchup, right? Because in BFME2, unlike in Rise of the Witch King, random is going to remain being revealed. And that's something I personally like a lot. that you don't get the chance to see the enemy faction if he picks random in the loading screen, which kind of kills the entire factor of picking random. Like picking random should be like a reveal. You hide your faction until your opponent discovers your faction with something like Farsight, Palantir, Creebane, Humanwood, Elvenwood, or whatsoever. And Rise of the Witch King, the patch 2.02 kind of kills this, you know, the random stuff. Like you have zero advantage of picking random in Rise of the Witch King. While here it's gonna give you a clear advantage, right? You will become like a ninja. You are stealthed in the darkness until your opponent discovers you. Farsight is available for the Elven player. It looks like you want to creep this troll layer. And Farsight also extends your range by 35%, which is actually quite a lot. And you might need to use it. Be careful! Oh, that was close actually, very close. He's gonna creep a lot, but look at the Vargs. You see that? They are able to trample. Oh my goodness. What is this damage they are dealing to the archers? That's crazy. Like, they almost one-shotted them. Ains are going to war. Can the player leave the game or withdraw when he is behind? Of course. Like, you don't have to stick up to the game and play until the end if you fall behind. You can call it GG and leave. No problemo. Ban Actilion, please, Shanks. Why nobody is using the bridge? That's true. This is the last bridge you can actually use. Can you use that actually? No? Is it even possible to use the bridge? I don't know. I mean, that's not like a big map. I mean, it's kind of a big map, but with like 3 pathways, right? So you can actually block these pathways with potential towers and then place units inside of it and you are good to go.
We bring spears from Mythland.
We bring spears from Mythland. So long story short, if the Elven player decides to actually play a bit more smart and carefully, he can try to block these pathways. And the Dwarven player has no way of entering the right side of the map, which is going to be the main purpose of the Dwarven player Actilion. We have now more and more Guardians coming from the Hall of Warriors. He was not even able to creep this, by the way. That's very unfortunate. He was wasting so much time in there. And also the Troll is gonna still remain on the field. So both the archers were not successful in creeping, and that's the difference what I like a lot in Battle for Middle-earth 2. The creeping is more challenging. In Rise of the Witch King, legit every unit, even orcs, can creep a work layer. That's kinda, you know, free money. You know what I'm saying? It's free money. Every player with every unit, even when they cost nothing or 50 resources like orcs cost, they can still creep a work layer completely by themselves. Here in BFME2, you need to be smart about it. Creeping is way more challenging. So he's receiving a lot of damage, but it's okay. He will be just getting into the mineshaft and he's out. We have double Varaks now for the Elven player. He will be spamming lots of Lorien archers on the field. In Rise of the Witch King, Wargs don't trample archers, only bite them. True. But the problem is they have not the range and they don't deal the damage. Oh, level 2 Guardians and charging in with the charge attack. That's very nice. The mineshaft is going to be slowly but surely taken down. But the mineshaft, keep in mind, is the tankiest resource building in the game. So it's way harder to be taken down in compared to a Malon tree. And rebuild is going to be used. Oh, that hurts. Like, the thing is that the pikemen in Battle for Middle-earth 2 are extremely expensive. They cost 350, they cost even more than Lorien archers. So losing them is painful. And nice beat. I like it. I really do. And look at that. He's actually playing like Tom and Jerry with the Elven army. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you can't touch this. He's getting inside, getting out, defending, getting out again, getting inside again. So he's playing with measured effects. It's like playing with his food. The pikes are still remaining, but they are badly damaged. They won't be able to deal any kind of damage. We have now more and more Guardians coming, and I believe at this stage of the game, Actilion is actually, you know, kind of preparing a big army. Yeah, pikes are bad against farms. So basically the way it works is the armor set. So some units are able to deal more damage to a certain amount of, to certain units or buildings in this case. And in this specific case, it's about Lorien warriors. The swordsmen are strong against resource buildings, and the pikemen are strong against production buildings. That means, for example, Hall of Warriors. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That's one of the earliest Gimlis I have seen in the game. Gimli, the son of Gloryfindel, is finally arriving on the battlefield, and he's ready to slaughter some Elven warriors. He's building an outpost with a statue behind. Mineshaft is still remaining on the field. Gimli is inside the jeans, and Gimli is extremely beefy and super tanky against archers. That means the Elven army, you know, will struggle against them big time. Now comes the first Dwarven push. Eventually, look at the army wars. And another gifted sub, this time to Max Flex. Oh man, 2 fans 1907. You are going crazy today, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. So nobody's actually, everybody's afraid of this troll. Yeah, that's crazy. This troll is actually MVP. Okay. Oh, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. They have like statue behind, huge Elven army. I mean, Dwarven army. I don't know about that. If I gotta be honest with you, you don't want to feed Gimli because the second he's level 2, and that's gonna be happening now. Oh my goodness, Gimli can go now ham. If Measure of X doesn't pay attention, or if Measure of X doesn't pay attention, if he doesn't pay attention, or he's paying attention, boom. The jump range is also kind of crazy and scary. He's jumping from this point to this point. Like, it's very unpredictable, you know what I'm saying? If you are not experienced player in Battle for Middle-earth 2, it might actually hit you like a truck. So if you clamp like this and Gimli is, you know, jumping on your face, GG. Like, you lose your entire army and he eventually hits level 5. That's gonna unlock his Slayer, which means he will be able to outrun every infantry unit in the game. Level 3 already, level 4, and then one more level away from being Super Gimli. Like a Clark Kent. Gimli is Clark Kent and Slayer Gimli is like Superman, you know what I'm saying? Double Forge works eventually for the Demolishers. Hitting and running using the mobility advantage. Obviously the Dwarven units, they have no catch potential, so you can hit, run, hit, run, hit, run, be annoying, but the thing is they have sustain. They can heal up over time. If you can't finish them off, they can heal up over time. And 2 fans 1907 with the 250 bits right after that. And I have no clue what's happening with the alerts today. So they come up so late, like 5 minutes, 8 minutes later. And Benzi, my OG, welcome my friend. Nothing is better than a couple of beers in BFME2. Hello my friends. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay and also your beers. Nice to see you as always. Rallying call has been used from both the players, from Dwarves and also from Elves. The rallying call from Dwarves is weaker in compared to the rallying call from Elves. It gives you less experience points. Oh my goodness, slaughtering him. Big time slaughtering. More Lorien warriors are here. The good thing is, I don't know what he's planning to do, really. Like, I have no... he's going for the level 2. Is he gonna go for the siege hammers or maybe level 3 for the mithril meal into forge blades? I'm very curious. Maybe the transition into the Mirkwoods might be helpful, or maybe Gloryfindel can be quite helpful in this kind of situations. Gimli is level 4, so that means Measure of X has to respect him a lot. He's trying to put some counter pressure in the meantime, but the thing is that this mineshaft can be, it's like a network system, right? So you can put units inside but also get them out at the same time. So it's gonna give you the chance to put pressure but also defend yourself at the same time. He's committing, rebuild is gonna be used. Oh, Gimli is jumping on your face, son. Level 4 is unlocked, one more level only for the Slayer. We have Haldir on the field, the Elven hero, but what can Haldir do against Gimli? The answer is nothing. Like, when Gimli wants to get him killed, he will get killed. Once Gimli is level 5, there is no way Haldir can survive that. The Malone tree is going down, 5 power points collected, 960 command points available for the Dwarven player. That's a lot of command points, almost full. And the Elven player is sitting up on 720. He has almost 8 power points collected after the far side and the rallying call. Is camping as Elves a viable strategy? In this kind of situations, definitely. But it looks like it's actually the other way around. Dwarves are camping, but Elves are trying to achieve something. I believe that's a very wrong choice from Measure of X. He should be playing a bit more defensively, getting stronger units on the field, like Mirkwoods eventually. Gloryfindel for a very beefy and strong front line, who is also able to fight Gimli in a one-on-one situation with the Blade of Purity. You know, then you have like a strong front line, but your backline is important, what needs to be kept alive. So Mirkwoods in behind can slaughter those Guardians in no time. However, if they get in heavy armor, it's gonna be a different story. Now with battle wagons on the field, there is no pikeman. Are you kidding me? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, slaughtering. Heal has been used. Balls and Nook, thanks for the follow, appreciate that. Welcome, hope you're gonna enjoy your sleep. Oh, the battle wagons are actually dying. They are clumped a lot. The fire will be used. There comes the announcement from the gifted sub from 2 fans. Once again, thank you, thank you. Huge Elven army though, huge. Level 4 leadership unlocked, which means more DPS. There comes the big push, boys. The big push is incoming. Gimli is leading the army of dwarves to victory.
Subscription. What a monster. 2 funds 1907 gifted a tier 1 sub to mex_flax. They have given 34 gift subs in the channel.
34 gift subs to the channel. The girl is right. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Oof. Okay, 10 power points collected. 720, but his command points capped. He cannot recruit any more units as we are talking. Maybe, you know, see it. Silverton arrows could be a nice choice. Oh, I don't know, man, how you want to deal with that. Like, how you want to deal with this army. I don't get it. This army looks really scary to me. The mineshaft here might be taken down from the Lorien warriors. That's good. 11 power points collected. Maybe go for the Elven wood. Maybe that could be a nice... Oh, Tom Bombadil sounds also pretty reasonable. Dude, Tom Bombadil in a clump fight like this might actually be the MVP. Might be the GOAT. Dwarves have gone for the heal, rebuild, rallying call, and 6 power points on top of that. He has a lot of money. And going now for the catapults, right? Yeah, catapults, which is a great counter to the Elven gameplay. Haldir is level 4. Don't underestimate this army either, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of DPS for Shadow effects, with leadership, with 50% more damage from Haldir level 4. And then, you know... Oh, Tom Bombadil! Do it! Oh, what? What was that? What? What was happening here?
Iron Hill's catapult ready for war.
He actually killed his own army. Gimli has been... No way! He killed his own army. He killed his own army, boys. He was launching the mighty catapult on his own army. What a meme. I hope he loses. Not only this game, but the entire series. If you underestimate your opponent like that and you troll like that, you deserve to lose. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense to me. Will you ever do a video walkthrough of downloading Ideen mod? I did already. I did. I only play Chan. Like, it's on my channel. Download Ideen mod. You need to just, you know, go on my channel inside Beyond Standards, Ideen mod, download or something, and then you will be able to find it. It's already done. Okay. I mean, I gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting this one. So Treebeard is on the field. I believe he has also Legolas. I think I've seen Legolas before. So that is Legolas, the Prince of the Midgard Elves. The only thing he needs to do is just kill the outposts here. I mean, all the production buildings, you know, extra warriors, archer range, double forge warriors, hall of warriors is lying around this side. So if Elven player is able to finish off this area, it will actually kind of be a GG situation. The catapults are going down one by one. 14 power points. I don't know. Why would you do that, dude? I don't get it. Like, Tom Bombadil summon, but are you actually trying to kill Tom Bombadil with that? I don't know. Like, I have no clue what's going on. Man of the Hill summon is actually available or was available for dwarves. The catapults are dying one by one, and that will hurt. Oh, what was that actually? That was like the oil barrels, right? Yeah. Lots of damage dealt. The level 2 mineshaft will be repaired for now. He knows the lack of damage from the eagles are coming. He knows the lack of damage from the Elven army against structures, right? Like, only Treebeard can actually deal great amount of damage to these buildings. That's why Shadow effects will need more ends. More ends. More ends. He needs the last march of the ends. The music was a little bit too loud. Sorry for that. Should be fine now. Good evening, Raid. Flaming Wizard. Nice to see you in the chat as well. The Eagles. The mineshaft level 2 is going to be taken down. There is no way he can keep this protected. Remember, Gimli was slain before, so there is no Gimli. He was using the launch the mighty catapult from the Dwarven fortress, also kind of in a weird way. Let's call it a weird way, I guess. Haldir level 5, level 10 unlocks the golden arrow. But obviously, the thing is, every hero is able to level up from level 1 to level 4, level 5, you know, quite easily. But every level after that is gonna take you much more time and experience levels to get. So getting a hero to level 10 is quite challenging.
Hold your fire.
So you can potentially level up 5 heroes from level 1 to level 5 way faster than leveling up any hero from level 5 to level 10. And what is happening? Like, did he actually stop recruiting any units? Like, you can see the command points, right, from dwarves. He has like no command points available. And this area has been taken down. Maybe he wanted to give a victory for Measure of X. He's like, Measure of X, you cannot kill my army, so let me take my own army down. Maybe that was the plan from Ectelion in the first place.
What do we need built?
Legolas is level almost 4 or 3.
Pick up your
Men
bows,
of Steel, Fire Arrow will be getting purchased. The Lorien warriors are dealing a lot of economical damage as Ectelion is dropping down to 600 command points only. Holy moly, guys, I am speechless. Sometimes I don't know what to say. Sometimes the Fiesta level is over 9,000, and that's one of the situations in which the Fiesta level is indeed over 10,000. 1,000 command points available, and you know, that's the thing in which now dwarves are gonna fall apart in every single situation. Like the siege from the left side, the siege from the middle, and then he has also units moving on from the top side with Lorien warriors dealing, you know, the economical damage to the mineshaft. 22 power points collected for elves. So 22, he's only 2 power points away from getting 25. Now only 2 power points. The Lorien warriors are dying to the Men of Steel. Fire Arrow is gonna boost their damage a lot. Let's see how much damage they will be able to deal. Oh, there was Black Arrows. One-shotting. Legolas is actually taking care of them, no problemo. They have no Mithril meal, which is gonna make them way tankier. Okay, level 4. Level almost 5 higher. And you see that, right? I mean, the amount of time now he's being on level 4 is actually way longer than the amount of time he needed to level up from level 1 to level 4. 25 power points collected, ladies and gentlemen. Now is the time for Measure of X to shine with the flood. This is reloading actually. It's almost back up. So I believe we will see a game number 5. Maybe even a game number 6 if Ectelion keeps playing like that. Those mistakes can actually not cost you only a game but also the entire series. The last march of the ends. Oh, he was using the dwarven riches on the mineshaft under attack. You could have used it on this one. There are still some Lorien warriors behind, by the way, from Measure of X. To be honest, that is not even a good place to use flat on. Let's be real. There is nothing to kill at this point. Like, he has no money, he's broke, he's poor, he has no units on the field, only a couple of Men of Steel. The age of BFME2 players is over. I mean, Measure of X is actually happy about that. So the only good thing about this situation is I believe that actually Ectelion was able to make Measure of X happy. Holy moly. True, I'm rusty. Nah, you do good. What a troll chat. What a troll chat, dude. They are trolling so hard. I mean, especially Ectelion, right? He's trolling extremely hard. My micro is bad, dude. Just use flat. Just use flat. Bad calculation on my mighty catapult. Kappa. The flood. The white horses. They deal almost negative damage to the fortress, howsoever. But yes, they launched the mighty catapult once again. I want to see that. The problem is, maybe this army could be a nice choice, but Men of Steel will be getting slaughtered from the summon. They die in a second. They have no chance against the Elven army. Will we get the chance to see another launch? The mighty catapult. Bad calculation, Kappa. Yeah. Did Ectelion literally make the patch they are playing on? Yeah, I mean, he was one of the... Oh, okay, on the end, actually, 3-beard on in the other end got one-shotted from it. Watch them. Watch them. What? Did you guys see what just happened? Zombie ants. What? They died? They're like, we need to keep going, and then they died again. What was that, dude? Very strange things happening in this game for sure, guys.
Come, my friends. The ants are going to war. It is likely that we go to our doom. Last march of the ants.
Last march of the ants. Legolas the knife fighter. You can see the Elven damage with Lothian warriors against the fortress is, you know, really bad. And they replay death for you. That was the last stand up of the ants. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Letting somebody win like that is kind of lame. So we have the blue Goblin player, Ectelion, against the red Mordor player, Measure of X. PowerPoint wise, you might see Eye of Sauron, and that's gonna be his plan. And on the other side, Goblin player might go for the Tainted Lands, Keef Bats, or also the War Chant, because he knows the matchup, right? When you know the matchup, because Mordor was pre-picked, then you don't need to go for scouting. Unlike the Mordor player, who didn't know the faction he's playing against. So he will be seeing those 2 tunnels into the Goblin Keef. We have 2 slaughterhouses into the Orc Pit, and 3rd slaughterhouse coming up. In the placement, once again, you want to make sure that he has always 25. 25 is like the maximum amount of money you can get from the slaughterhouses. However, it's also in a bad spot. That means it will be most likely taken down with the first attack. Start Spiderlings. Nah, that's not gonna be the case. We have Goblin Cave into the second Goblin Cave. Shanks, you must make tourney price 500 or 1000, dude. Okay, then give me 1000 or 2000 so I can make it 500 or 1000, my friend. What do you think about that, Zates? Deal or no deal? Lots of gigolos here. What do you mean, gigolos? So there is, you know, like an arena with trolls fighting against each other, and the goblins are cheering them up, you know, go troll, go troll. Orcs are weaker in compared to the goblin warriors in a one-on-one situation, and look at that, we will have orc archer recruitment from the Mordor player to counter the goblin spam. And they cost, you know, goblin archers are actually more expensive than the orc archers, and they have also the horde bonus, right? Yeah. It gives you the same stats, 33% more damage and 15% more movement speed. Yeah, the same speed. Now, actually, you get less speed from the orcs in compared to the goblins. So, goblin horde bonus is a bit better when we believe what stands in the description. Grey Heavens map in BFME1? What? I don't understand the question. Is this a question or are you... What? Orcs are leading forward, and you know the problem is that the tunnels are extremely squishy, right? So if the tunnel falls, it will hurt. The first swarm of goblins, Warchain is going to be used on them for 40% more damage and 50% more experience. I will be used defensively. The commitment now with 3 battalions of goblins, the slaughterhouse is going down. The orc pit is much more resistant against the goblin warriors, but in BFME2 you can also empower the auto attack with the poison blades. So that will cause you to deal also much more damage. Doesn't tell you how much more damage it will tell you. It will, you know, make you deal. Even though it doesn't make any sense, because poison plates just, you know, making your attacks stronger against normal units and poisoning them, causing them to take damage over time against structures. It shouldn't work like that, but I guess yeah, they want to make sure that the goblin warriors this way can deal a bit more damage to the structures. 400 command points only for goblins, and he was also able to keep this tunnel protected, which is very important. Mordor is losing his second slaughterhouse already after the starting progress. He might be able to save it if he micros around. Like, you can see the micro of the orcs, they are not able to attack the goblins, right? You need to always keep microing, because the units in Battle for Middle-earth games, especially in BFME2 or Rise of the Witch King, are actually quite dumb. You need to think for them. You cannot right click on them and hope for the best that they will manage the problem. You know what I'm saying? You need to always right click, micro, make sure that they are moving in the correct way. This way they can get the maximum amount of damage done. it's a bit more easy in Battle for Middle-earth 1 because of the size of the battalion, right? The more units are in the battalion, the harder it is to micro them. Oh, that's lots of goblins. The goblin keep number 3 is coming up now, boys. And, you know, the age of orcs is over. And we might see the age of the goblins. They are faster, they look better. And they are also more expensive. We have also 3 goblin caves now into the troll cage. Troll cage is the right goal in this kind of situations, definitely. The mountain trolls can be quite helpful when it comes to defend against such a big amount of goblin army. And with the 3 in your hands, you might be able to kill a lot of them at the same time. But it's a little bit too aggressive from Measure of X here, you know? When you see this army coming from the bottom left side, you need to be a bit more careful. You need to eventually keep like 1 or 2 units at least at your own side to keep yourself protected. The Goblin Keef. I will be available for the next fight, so does the War Chant. 4 power points collected on top of that. Remember, the goblins have the chance to go for the Keef Pads, which is going to be like a leadership nullifying ability. Unlike something but Mordor faction doesn't have. So Mordor can go for the Eye of Sauron, War Chant or Tainted Land. They have no debuff until they get a Nazgul on the field. Nazguls, however, are quite cost efficient. Okay, that's gonna be a War Chant defensively. Eye will be used on only 1 Orc Archer. I don't think that's gonna achieve too much. The good thing is that goblins, I mean Mordor is buying himself time for the mountain trolls to arrive. Fissure now for the cave trolls. We have 3 goblin caves against 3 orc pits and Fissure against the troll cave. So it's like the mirror match because we will see the same type of units, spammy units and trolls. For me personally, in those kind of situations, Mordor should be having the upper hand because the mountain trolls have sustain when they are level 1. That's something the cave trolls don't have. They need to be level 2 to be able to auto heal up over time, you know? You know what I mean with Gigola. Anyway, like your tournament, hey man, thank you so much. I know what you mean, yes. I mean, I like the competition, and I believe, you know, that's my personal opinion. I believe, and there is something on the line. Money, it doesn't need to be a big amount of money, right? It's like I believe nobody in the universe is playing Battle for Middle-earth just to make money of it. But the money should encourage the people to actually perform a little bit better, to take the games more seriously, and eventually fight with all they got. Because there is something you can win at the end of the day. And I would rather make like 5 tournaments with small prices, about $100 to $200, instead of making one for 1,000. Just because I believe, you know, the more tournaments you do, the more activity it will create, instead of making one big one which will just boost the activity one single time for like a short period of time, but then the activity is gonna drop down. Maybe make multiple tournaments. In long run it will pay off more. That's my personal opinion. Because my goal about the tournaments is to create a higher activity in the game. So we have more players, more games, and generally more fun. We have a lot of orcs at the bottom side. Warchant and I are both on cooldown. 650 command points available now for Mordor. He has a drummer troll on the field, boys. Drummer troll is also able to make the trolls stronger, by the way, if you don't know. They will have more armor and more experience, and will also auto heal themselves up a bit faster. So look at that. It looks like the mountain troll is a bit bigger, right, in compared to the cave troll. But he's scared. He's like, don't catch me, please. 5 power points collected. He might go for the Tainted Land, also save up for the 10. Now he might turn. He has now his boys around. Just turn and fight him. Blue pants against red pants. Who's gonna win? Oh, look at this, boys. I don't know who's winning, actually. I think the cave troll is winning. What? Cave troll smashing him. Oh, he actually got away, barely. And that's the power of the mountain troll. Watch this. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Boom, boom, boom. And he's back almost to full HP. And the cave troll has been slain. That's like a huge advantage in those kind of skirmishes. You know what I'm saying? 8 power points collected. 650 command points available for Mordor. He was able to push the goblin player a bit back. Wargen is going to be used on his army. He will eventually kill those half-troll pikemen. They are extremely expensive. They cost 500 each. So losing them is quite painful. Drummer troll is using his belly to kill those goblins left and right. and the troll is gonna focus down the tunnel. Tunnel once again is the squishiest resource building in the entire game. They have also Easterlings now on the field, I believe, to counter the enemy cave trolls. And we might, you know, the best unit you can go in a situation like that are definitely the attack trolls. They are so powerful because you will get the chance to steal these cave trolls and make them fight for you permanently. It's not even a temporarily thing, you know, it's gonna be active permanently. Temp, welcome to the stream. Hope you're gonna enjoy your stay. Cave trolls can throw themselves instead. They can pick up a goblin and throw it. It will deal a great amount of damage and I believe cause fear. But in 9 out of 10 situations, the auto heal or the healing ability from the fighting orc to eat is better, especially early on. Maybe later on when they have some levels on them, it might be better when you have the additional damage power with the goblin throw. But early on, and I believe that's the most important stage of the game, the healing from the orc eat is just much better. The creep has been secured from Mordor. That's pretty nice. Also the money, 750 command points available for Mordor, and we have 600 command points only for goblin player Ectelion. Spider Pit is coming up now for eventually some spiderlings and spider riders later on. He needs to kind of put pressure on Mordor before Mordor gets stronger and stronger and stronger. If you have mountain trolls with sticks, you can knock the cave troll down, yes. Oh, one of the mountain trolls has been slain. But the same situation also goes for the cave trolls. Now they have also a stick in their hand. A lightsaber. They are now Jedi, you know what I'm saying? They are like Obi-Wan Kenobi. 10 power points collected for the goblins. Old troll has to be careful against the pikemen. They are dealing a lot of damage if they get the chance to hit him. Wildman of Danen is available now. Will be special summoned. Verdo. He's summoning them. Okay, he's summoning them behind the base. Okay, that's what it is. And they have to pillage, right? That means they will be able to steal money whenever they attack the buildings. And that's gonna happen all the time. Very smart move, taking down the Troll Cage level 2. That's gonna actually cause measure effects a lot. As well as the level 2 Slaughterhouse. That's painful. Everything is falling apart. The cave trolls, I mean the mountain trolls rather, were not on the point. The counterattack has to deal also great amount of damage. Looks like you want to commit on the fortress. I will be used to boost those Easterlings, orcs, but the troll doesn't deal that much damage to the structures. And he's smart, building a tower and attacking the troll exclusively. Maybe throw rocks from a safe distance, I don't know. But I can tell you what I know, and this is not going down. Trust me on that one, the fortress is in a safe spot. And it's a waste of energy, waste of resources, and waste of units from measure effects to try to take it down. But in the meantime, he's actually falling apart. Every building structure left and right is going down. Here's the Gate Watcher expansion, which will cause fear in the enemy units, making them run away, which actually is a pretty great defensive tool from the Mordor fortress to kind of defend itself against melee attackers. Barricade will be also used defensively, but what's the matter? He has lost a lot. Like, he's dropping down now to what, 500 command points only, using this defensively, losing Troll Cage level 2, and every single Slaughterhouse level 2 has been taken down as well. And every one of them is giving me 100 command points. Losing them is pretty painful. And goblins didn't lose that much, you know. He didn't even lose the level 1 tunnel behind to this mountain troll. There is another one behind. Actually, there is so much stuff here from the goblin player, that's crazy. Okay, kill this troll maybe, but he has nothing that can deal with the troll. There was a great Wildman of Danen special summon from the goblin player, definitely. Very well executed from the goblin player. If a level 6 drummer troll, level 6, that's pretty scary. This actually is quite squishy, right? Only 2000 health. How expensive is that? 600, that's a lot of money you need to invest into that, man. 600 for a Gatewatch expansion. Okay, 350 command points only for Mordor. Do you see that? Oh, that hurts. Like, he has no money, he has no command points, he has no army, and now is the time for the goblin player Ectelion to shine bright like a diamond. Now he has the momentum. Now he has the opportunity and the chance to end the series and move on to the semifinals against Enumara. Oh, the poison arrows from downtown. That's pretty, a lot of damage actually dealt. The barricades. I mean, the barricades won't hold them back for a while, trust me. Like, they have this pikemen, they've got lots of goblin warriors, trolls. That will be hard to defend. creeping one of the, you know, last remaining creeps. He's also creeping the... Look at this. Drummer troll against cave troll. Oh, he's kicking him in the face. I can kung fu. The drummer troll is such a very, very interesting unit. Like, he looks so tired. He looks like done. He's like, look his face, boys. Do you see his face? He's like, he's done with his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, party every time. We have seen him also in the films. Level 6 or the level 5, I mean, oh, that hurts. He's gonna lose him. Oh, he's gonna lose potentially level 4 too. There are too many goblin archers, and yeah, it's going down, boys. It's going down. Remember, he lost the troll cage. It means no more trolls anytime soon for Measure of X. The only troll he has remaining on the field is the mountain, not mountain, but the drummer troll. 450 command points available for Mordor against 600. I mean, you know, the thing is that also not the goblin player is super ahead, right, in terms of command points at least, but he has scavenger, which will give him lots of sustain in the economy department, and also he has way more units on the field. He has more than double the units on the field in compared to the Mordor player Measure of X. That's a huge advantage, obviously. Warden is available for the Mordor player, but what's the matter if you cannot buff anything? The drummer troll is a very sportive hero unit. What it does is actually it gives you armor buff and also combat experience at the same time. So that means it can stack with the Eye of Sauron and also with the War Chant together. Long story short, you can make your units extremely strong. Maybe some Haradrim archers could be a nice choice. Okay, with a last fight eventually here, let's see if Mordor can defend himself. Industry is going to be chosen from the spellbook. He needs the money desperately. The drummer troll is the target from the goblin archers. The poison arrows is coming in clutch. The cave pads will be used to debuff them to make them lose their leadership bonuses, and the troll is charging in. Level 4 troll with 3 in his hands. He was visiting Fangon Forest, you know, grabbing an ant and using now the ant as a weapon. That's a OG strategy from Measure of X. He likes to build multiple slaughterhouses and buff them at the same time, which is not working, by the way. It's not like it's very good, because if you build resource buildings next to each other, they will give you almost no resources. However, the only good thing about the situation is if you lose one of them, you have still one more, you know? Okay. So Barricade, the good thing about Barricade is it has really low cooldown, and you can make it stronger with the upgrades on the fortress and give it fire munitions, which means fire arrows, and he will be able to use it now eventually here. Where is he using it? Here, to block this pathway. I would rather use it maybe here, you know, then you have a greater defense around this side. I think that's the main priority from Measure, or it has to be the main priority for Measure of X, to keep protected. But it's okay, it's not the end of the world, because you can see it, it's reloading extremely fast, so you can get the chance to use it eventually. The longer the game goes on, you can actually have 10 of them on the field at the same time. They have also no time remaining. They can stay there permanently until they get destroyed. So Goblin player is, you know, kind of preparing for a big attack, but he doesn't want to troll either, you know, troll. Because one mistake, if you are overconfident and you take a bad fight and you lose the fight, it might give Mordor the chance to go for a big counter attack, and this might actually turn the game around once again. But here's the Watcher now. The Watcher in the water might be special summoned and will be special summoned. Actually, not the best Watcher, to be honest with you, but the slap afterwards is crazy. He slapped all the units away. Even the drummer troll is being sent flying, and now he's knocked on the ground like an old man. Can't wait. He can't stand up. He needs like 2 hours to stand up, and the Goblin player will be able to take him down for 100 resources in the bank from the scavenger ability. Yes, 1000 command points available. That's the maximum amount of command points you can get. No way I can win you. You play 1000 times of BFME2, and Measure of X trying to find a reason why he's losing that. I mean, obviously he's right, that's very true, but he was already playing extremely good, and that's the good thing about playing Rise of the Witch King or BFME2. These players can adapt to the other game because the games are very similar to each other. I mean, they are not identical, obviously, but they are similar. The playstyle is similar.